G-Roll Electronic Productions, baby.
Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matters to we the people. Excuse the background, I'm still working on it. I just recently moved. I'm in Texas now, the land of the free. Let's see, I know it's been a while since I did a live headline, so I figured I'd go ahead, even though I'm not set up yet. You can see my green screen in the background. I don't have that set up yet. I'm still working on it. Everything is a work in progress. But for the subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being patient. I've been posting videos lately, but the videos I've been posting have been, it was AI. It's something quick that I can just type stuff in and have the AI say it. And a couple of the subscribers been saying, "Hey, when are you coming back? Where's your voiceovers?" And we haven't seen you in videos and stuff like that. So I just moved. Getting settled in, so I've just been doing a little quick AI thing just to put content out there. But I will continue to do my own commentary, voiceovers, and different podcasts and live podcasts and stuff like that. I will continue to do that. Just bear with me while I get settled in. So let's go ahead and get started with some of these headlines here. One I already have pulled up. I saw earlier this morning that I really want to go over. Right here, this is from Zero Hedge. So deeply, deeply wrong. Lithuanian without vaccine pass describes life under medical tyranny. Zero Hedge reports that the government around the world begin instituting COVID-19 passports, which will dictate the level of participation one is afforded within society, regardless of natural acquired immunity or actual risk to the public from the unvaccinated. Considering that the majority of transmission occurs in the home, people have begun to push back against authoritarian tactics to control privileges and push jabs. So yeah, what about, they never discussed natural immunity. They even brought it up to Fauci. Fauci said, yeah, we don't really know about it. So why aren't they studying this? Everyone knows that natural immunity is better than the jab. Studies to show that proved time and time again that the natural immunity is, I think it was like 11 to 13 times, you're 11 to 13 times better protected from natural immunity than you are from getting the jab. Everyone, I could cite numerous studies. I could cite the studies of people taking the jab and it's not as effective. Plenty of studies pertaining to that. The whole thing is just a mess. But the Real Fly tweeted anti-jab mandate protest in Rome. Let's check out this video really quick. Look at all those people. This is Rome. And we got a supercut here from Tom Elliott. This is starting to feel a lot like communism. No doubt. No doubt. They all pushing this.
No one likes to mandate people to do things that they may not want to do. But sometimes for the greater good of society, you have to do that.
You got to start telling people if you don't get vaccinated, you can't come into this office or this place of business.
We really need to make it clear that there are privileges associated with being an American, that if you wish to have these privileges, you need to get vaccinated. Travel and having the right to travel interstate, it's not a constitutional right as far as I know.
See, as far as she knows, she said it's not a constitutional right. It is a constitutional right. It is a right to travel. What are you talking about? We are born citizens of this country. We have a right to travel. There's nothing that can tell you, there's nothing in the Constitution that says, hey, you got to get this jab to travel. These people are horrible. These people are authoritarian. These people are terrible. Totalitarian. They crave this control. And it's showing, and people are starting to see it, and some people are actually starting to wake up over this. They're starting to say, hey, why are they pushing this so hard? Why do they care if I take this or not? Why is it any of your concern? Whereas if I get the jab, if I get the Yao Ming, I can still pass it. I can still pass it on to you. So what is the point? And people are waking up and starting to see that. And a lot of people that's pushing this stuff hard are upset because they went ahead and took the stuff early and like, damn, if I took it, you better take it too. So that's why they're actually pushing on people because they feel guilty that they took it and now they want everyone else to take it. That's basically what this is all about. The article goes on to say that regardless of how well the jab rates and lockdowns actually work, after jabbing over 85% of the population, Singapore finally flattened the curve, but along the wrong axis. They said that's Dr. Eli David. Whoever I am is, it says, you really have to be impressed at Australia's complete inability to control their outbreak, even with some of the strictest, harshest lockdowns and mask policies in the world. Imagine if anyone was willing to acknowledge how destructive and ineffective the science actually is. So, I mean, and that's true. Before the lockdowns, you see people getting the virus right here. And then the more lockdowns they got going on here, look at the lockdowns. They're actually going up. So it's the lockdowns actually have the opposite effect of what they're trying to do. Or what they say they're trying to do, I should say. I think they know what they're doing. For those, excuse me. For those wondering how life under strict COVID looks, keep reading. Excuse me, give me 1 second. Ooh. For those wondering how life under the strict COVID pass looks, keep reading. As Lithuanian citizen, I'm going to chop his name up, I apologize, but Glubako Lietuva describes the hell he has, the hell he and his wife are currently living due to their decision not to get jabbed. He said, my country of Lithuania has imposed very severe measures against people who do not have a jab pass. How severe? He says, you're banned from large supermarkets. This is crazy. Coming to a state near you, unless you live in Texas or Florida. But he says, you're banned from large supermarkets, banned from non-essential stores, banned from restaurants, and a lot more. Here's what happened. This was, let's see, let's click on this and see what happened. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's continue. But Lithuania is a small EU country with 2.8 million people. Lithuania introduced COVID Pass in May. It's called the Opportunity Pass. The Opportunity Pass allows you the opportunity to participate in society. This is crazy. Without the Opportunity Pass, you don't have the opportunity. You don't have opportunity rights. Your rights are restricted. The government app shows the fun you have participating in opportunities of society if you have the Opportunity Pass. There is no illustration of life for people without the pass. This is crazy. This is your government, people. And the government don't understand. It's going to be a revolt. You can only push people so far before they react to being pushed. And it's coming. You look at the protests, look at the thousands upon thousands of people protesting. It's crazy. Look what they're doing. But I'm gonna save this article for future reference because I think this is interesting. But all right, let's check out some more headlines. I don't want to stay on this too much. A.G. Garland's Sons company Paranorma. Let me see. Panorama also pushes CRT in Texas and Georgia, and a deceitful article equating MAGA to KKK. This is crazy, and we actually talked about Garland and all that yesterday. You can look in you can look on our YouTube page for that article where we go into this into detail what's actually going on with Garland and his son's company. But the Gateway Pundit reports that school districts in Georgia and Texas are using the panorama material distributed by the Attorney General's son-in-law, which equates MAGA to the KKK. This is sick. These people are sick. So what about the black people that's in MAGA? Are they KKK also? Like, what are you talking about? On Monday, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland ordered the FBI to mobilize against parents who oppose the racist critical race theory at school and other local board meetings across the country. I mean, this is crazy. They are sicking the feds on parents that's trying to protect their children from false history and racism. They're actually, CRT is racist. CRT is racist, and this is what they're actually pushing in our schools. And the parents have finally found out what's going on because we've been on lockdown and they've been listening to their kids while they're online in class and figuring out what's actually going on in the schools. We've been talking about we here at DEMOCREPUBLIX been talking about the education system for years and how the loony left took over the education system and is pushing this racist stuff. And now the parents are finally finding out what's going on with that. And they're upset. And now that they're upset and they know nothing, the government can't control upset parents. People who will do anything to protect their children, and rightfully so. Me as well. And the parents are starting to stand up. They're going to these board meetings, these school board meetings. They're talking and standing up. And the government don't know what to do with that. The people are actually standing up. So what they do, they sick the feds on them. They sick the FBI on them. And none of these parents has actually touched the teacher, harmed the teacher, but they sending the feds over there to deal with these parents, which is sickening. This is your government. This is the left. This is what happened when you give them control. I tried to warn y'all about Biden, and now look what we got. Look at the fruit that's bearing from this guy. But the article goes on to say that then Wednesday we revealed the fact that A.G. Garland's son-in-law runs a company that sells CRT literature across the country. This is big business and very profitable. His company is named Panorama. Then we found out Panorama material is being used in Clayton, Missouri School District in St. Louis County. Then we found that the large county next to Washington, D.C., Fairfax County, in Virginia, is paying millions of Panorama material used to poison the minds of children there as well. I mean, it's all over the country. Overnight, we received more information on the Panorama material is used across the country. We learned that it is used in Texas. Look at this stuff. Community-based accountability. This is sick, man. This is sick. They're indoctrinating our children. We also learned that Panorama is used in Georgia per a report on Cherokee County school approval of next year's budget. CCSD has used Panorama, an optional anonymous survey of students to help guide the focus of future SEL lessons. For example, the survey data shows growth in areas including how well students can persevere through setbacks to achieve important long-term goals, how well students consider the perspectives of others and empathize with them, and how well students deliberately use strategies to manage their own learning processes. Generally, parents can opt their child out of surveys and are given opportunities to do so. We also have some additional information on Panorama material that pushes garbage lies that equate MAGA to the KKK. I mean, this is sick. This is what they teaching the children. The left-wing education company, co-founded by Merrick Garland's son-in-law, used a training session for teachers focused on systematic racism, recommending an article that referred to Trump rally-goers as examples of white supremacists akin to the Ku Klux Klan. This is crazy. So what about the black people that's there rallying? Are they part of the Ku Klux Klan too? Panorama Education, co-founded by Zan Tanner, who is the group's president, claims it has made its way into thousands of schools. You are selling race-focused student and teacher surveys and conducting training in systematic racism and oppression, white supremacy, unconscious or implicit bias, and intersectionality, all under the rubric of social emotional learning. What is that? What is social emotional learning? These sociologists are just are crazy and pushing this crap. The company makes it clear that SEL is just a vehicle for achieving its goals related to equality. I mean, that is your government. These people will stop at nothing to control us, and it's showing. And it's in overdrive now. At first they had to hide it, and now they kicked it in gear, and it's coming. It's coming. It seems like it's more and more tyranny as the days go on, as the weeks go on. It's becoming more and more. The government's becoming more and more tyrannical. All right, let's do a couple more of these. I got a lot of stuff I got to take care of today, so I can't go as long as I like. Just the news. So let's go down here to just the news. VA Dem gubernatorial candidate McAuliffe won't reject endorsement from defund the police group, and that's going to hurt him in the end. LA County Sheriff says he won't enforce poorly thought out, poorly executed jab mandate. Good for him. Good for them. I can't believe that. That's good. Biden issues proclamation honoring Indigenous Peoples Day. Federal appeals court backs Michigan college athletes seeking jab exemption. So that's good. Several dozen killed in Friday's suicide bombing in Afghanistan. Mosque. Michigan Senate approves more election bills to increase ID access. Education transparency legislation requires Pennsylvania schools to post curriculum online. That's good. Stupid 19 cases in Indonesia plunge after government authorizes Iverson. We got to call it Iverson because we know how YouTube is. Iverson for treatment. And this is, it works. The stuff works. It's been proven to work. That's why doctors are using it. I don't understand why did they ban medicine. The super rich should be taxed a lot, starting with this guy. Steve Bannon target $10 trillion man, Larry Fink. Desperation, never Trumper, Evan McMullen, trying to be relevant with new run for office. Bill Maher slams gang who followed Christian cinema into bathroom. Kim Kardashian steps out in massive pink. I don't care about that. Peru has highest stupid 19 death rate in the world, with more than 6,000 per million losing their lives. Internet sleuths claim fugitive Brian Lottery is hiding in parents' backyard. Seattle prepares to fire up to 400 cops by October 18th if they fail to get the jab. Italian sailor knew about America 150 years ago before Christopher Columbus discovered the continent. I mean, this is no secret. I don't know how this is actually news. Everyone knew that the Queen knew where, before they sent Columbus off, they knew where America was. Africans thousands of years ago knew where America was. There's even theories that Africans came here first. Chinese knew about this place. They actually found some Chinese stuff in the Grand Canyon. So this is nothing new. It's nothing new here. Thousands of years ago they knew this place was here. This is nothing new. Let's go down to Daily Wire. Let's check out the Hill. Ex-Trump aide Dan Scavino finally served January 6th subpoena. Are stupid 19 big waves over? Experts are split. The perfect Democratic running mate for DeSantis. Advocates frustrated by shrinking legal migration under Biden. What? Shrinking legal. Oh, yeah. Because they're like, why would we do it legally? Why would we do it legally if the border is wide open? We could just walk on through. China's president vows peaceful reunification with Taiwan. Democrats can't pass the PRO Act, so it's buried in the reconciliation bill. That's what they do. A lot of the Democrat policies, no one will vote for. They wouldn't go for, so that's why they slip it in these other bills to try to pass it. And it works because the Republicans will ignore it and let it go. In some respects, Republicans are just as bad as Democrats, I believe, because the Republicans, they know what the Democrats are doing and they do nothing to stop it in Congress. They do nothing to stop the Democrats' agenda. It's like McConnell, how he gave the government the budget extension or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. It's slipping my mind right now. But he signed for it and was like, oh, but when it comes to the ceiling, he raised the debt ceiling again. He raised the debt ceiling again and was like, they better not come again or I'm not gonna raise it again. Like, what, McConnell? You keep giving in. No one believes you, dude. No one believes you. Taliban said they won't work with U.S. to contain extremism in Afghanistan. Of course not. Of course not. What did you think? What did you think was gonna happen? Iowa teen murder, solved 50 years to the day after her body was found. City mural depicts black firefighters as white. Now she's suing. Let's see. Dave Chappelle on comedy special Backlash. If this is what's being canceled about, I love it. Education company linked to Merrick. We talked about that. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to put a quick little live video up to let y'all know I'm still here, and I will continue to be posting stuff. It's going to be a little AI heavy for a while until I get everything set up, but I will continue to be posting stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is have like a different thumbnail, so you know if I'm doing the voiceover or if I'm doing it, I'm letting the AI do the voiceovers. I think I'm leaning towards doing different thumbnails. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time.